Put all your stuff away and check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100 degrees. Burns under my feet. Won't you have a drink with me? We head into town.
Hi guys, I hope you are well and ready to take your home apart, clean it, even those embarrassing neglected dust areas as well, which we have been postponing for a long time because I am sure it's not just me who has dirty little secrets. Then once we got our homes clean and dust free from top to bottom, then we will put our homes together. So if you are ready to stop procrastinating your deep clean and you crave for a nice fresh clean home, then welcome to the first part of my extreme full deep clean series, in which we will start with the bedrooms, and I promise you it will be worth the cleaning.
See what it's about.
So far I did started with opening the window, which is really important because you will need some energy boost, and for that the fresh air is quite a great solution, and also in the same time is a great way to get that fresh room feeling. Then I did started to tidy up, putting away the dry laundry. Then I took our bedding outside so the fresh air and the sun can deodorize and disinfect them for me while I am cleaning other things.
Really need a shirt though the sun has almost.
Because I just recently changed our bedding, I won't do that now, but if you need to, then I definitely encourage you to quickly rip those used bedding off before you take them outside. Then although I am not changing the bedding, I still need to change the bed sheets. As I mentioned in one of my recent videos, I have to change the bed sheets regularly even if we barely use this bed. Now, I know that the mattress cover it looks stained, but it's an old stain which doesn't want to go away, even though I did wash the mattress cover not too long ago, and this is why I decided that today I will just use some baking soda and few drops of lemon essential oil to make it fresh again. But if I wouldn't wash it recently, then I would definitely take it off and wash it no matter how hard it is, because it's so relaxing when you go to bed and you feel like, you know, those ads in which the lady is running on a field full of nice scented flowers and that fresh breeze. It just feels amazing, especially with a nice aired out duvet and with a fresh bedding.
Make the most of it. I know we will dance and
When I deep clean, I always like to wash the curtains because first of all they do collect lots of dust, and even though you don't realize that your white curtains is actually grayish from the dust, once you wash it you definitely can tell the difference. And then also not to forget about that it will make the room smell amazing just as the fresh bedding do. Now I have to also tell you that unfortunately my blackout curtains aren't washable, so I cannot wash those, but at least I will take them outside to air them out.
sing. There's a heat wave.
I am still tidying up in the room and try to clear as much surfaces as I can to make the cleaning easier and more effective, because when you just shift stuffs to wipe the dust, you are also shifting a bit of dust as well, so you won't be able to get rid of all the dust. And I absolutely know that most of us is happy even if she can just dust around things, because we don't really have in this running world time or energy. But this is why I try to do these deep cleans at least in every season changes, to make sure that once in a while everything gets clean, and then in the rest of the time I try to maintain it as much as I can. But life happens and things do get neglected, just as we cannot put always as much energy into the cleaning as we would like to. So don't be hard on yourself if you don't have a shiny spotless house all the time, because if you live life is something what is not always possible.
There's a heat wave rolling in.
Now that I tidied up, I will vacuum off the baking soda from the bed because it had enough time to make its magic.
There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire.
Usually I leave the rug cleaning for the last, but today I wanted to give the rug a deep clean, which means it will get really wet, and I was afraid that it won't have enough time to dry out properly, so I will quickly clean it now and take it outside to make sure it gets dried and it won't get smelly. I am really taking my time with the vacuuming, making sure to move those rug piles around by vacuuming it from different angles and slowly, so the vacuum has more time to create that suctioning power to suck up the dust more effectively. Once I finished vacuuming, it's time to wash the rug, and I will use the same technique as I did with the vacuum, setting my rug cleaner to the deep clean setting and then just go around to wash those piles from every angle. As you can see it really got lots of dust and dirt out of the rug. Now that the rug is cleaned and it's already drying outside, it's time to get my least favorite chore done, the window cleaning from inside and outside as well. Because it's my least favorite thing and it's a really time-consuming task, I like to get it done as soon as I can to make sure that I still have some motivation and energy to get it done, because once you start to get more tired, it will be more harder to get your least favorite chores done. So it will have a higher chance that you will postpone it. At least this is how it happens with me, but we are all different. And once you learn about yourself and you accept the fact that this is how I work, then you will be on the right track to change things or find a solution to prevent your bad habits to happen.
Breeze that makes you high, we'll be up till late tonight.
The outside of the windows really needed a good clean. There were quite a lot of spider webs since we've been back home for 3 weeks and the windows weren't open. The spiders had enough time to cover them. This is why you saw me vacuum the window frame from outside. Also, I am not just cleaning the windows from outside because they were dusty and covered with webs, but I am also cleaning the outside area to get rid of the spiders, which with the colder season what is coming now could easily move inside the house when I open the windows, so I am doing this as a prevention as well. I don't know if any of you saw my older full deep cleaning videos when we were living in the flat, but in those videos I always mentioned that first I like to clean the outside area of the house to get rid of the spiders or any other insects which are more likely to move inside the house for the cooler seasons, and after that do the deep clean to get rid of any of those which did find their way inside. I am still thinking the same, but I recently cleaned the entry area if you saw my last video, so that's been kind of digged. The other thing is that now we have a full-size garden, not just the balcony, which takes longer time to clean it. Also, there are a couple of things what also needs to be done. So as for this year, this routine still have to wait a bit, but I am also closer to achieve this routine because in previous years, I didn't even have the time to think about cleaning outside.
Love gets another chance, pretty people holding hands, uplifted by the night, the way that it should be. Let it slip away, 'cause this might be our final summer day. There's a heat wave, there's a heat wave rolling in.
I have seen many cleaning shorts in which they have used a window vacuum cleaner to clean their windows, but for me it's just not working. I can see the lines, I don't know if you can see it too, which been made by the cleaner. So to me it makes sense to use it to get rid of the dusty water from the glass, but I would also use a glass cleaner solution to wipe any of those lines off. Now I don't know if I am doing something wrong or maybe my cleaner is too old and the rubber got too used, but for me this trick doesn't work 100%. But I still used it because how I said it will suck up the dirty water from the glass, making it easier to get it shiny with the glass cleaner solution afterward.
There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire.
I did wipe off the dirty water splashes from the windowsill, and I also used a furniture polish to keep the dust away as long as it's possible. But to be honest, I don't know because the dust is just flying around all the time. But anyway, after I did clean the windowsill, I went ahead to clean our radiator, which wasn't quite planned, but as I said, this deep clean is about cleaning every dirty area. And this was definitely one of those, and I should have done this when we moved in, which was 2 years ago, and not to say that I bought a radiator cleaning brush a year ago to do it. But as I said, life happens, and with 2 little ones on your hand, the last thing what comes to your mind to do clean the inside of your radiators. Now, because I am not as needed by my daughter and she gives me more cleaning time, I decided to now or never. And after I cleaned it out, it was such an accomplished feeling and I was so proud of myself. And although I couldn't think about cleaning it, still at the back of my mind it was always there that I must clean it. So it was quite a relief as well.
Found a message from my best friend hidden in your phone. It said she missed your touch. Why, thanks so much. I guess I should have known. Later on the freeway, suddenly my left front tire exploded.
It's not 100% because I think I would need a slimmer brush, or I have to see if I can find an attachment for the vacuum to clean all the dust out, but for now it's way better than it was.
Standing by the side, you both passed me by in a red convertible, playing that song I thought belonged to you and me.
I did saw some mold spots in the corner, so I will trade those. Now comes again the cold, bringing the mold season with itself, so let's just get that practice in. It wasn't any mold behind the bed, but they say you can use this spray for prevention, so I did spray a little bit behind the bed as well. The last bigger task which left is to dust all the furniture and all the surfaces, making sure that you work from top to bottom, otherwise you will have to work twice, because if you do the bottom first, when you will start to wipe the dust off from the top, the bottom will get dusty again. So believe me, it's quite tiring to do it once, so you definitely don't want to do it twice. I was making some spaces to dust the shelves on the wall, then I was like, what am I doing? Because with that one move I should put those stuffs on the bed to clear the floor space, so it will be easier and quicker to clean the floor when I get there.
You were just a creep, and I only wanna forget. Yeah, I only wanna forget.
Her wardrobe needs a bit of tidying as well, but that's again something what I won't do now because we wanna upgrade her corner bedroom, if I can call it like that, and move her into a toddler bed. And I also wanna add some drawers in her wardrobe because her clothes now are getting bigger, so they don't fit in the organizers as nicely as they used to before. I am just cleaning the top of the dresser because I need to clean the top of our wardrobe as well, and I don't want those things to get dusty, and then I have to clean those as well. Don't get me wrong, I am not saying this because I am lazy to clean them, but I would rather clean something else than items which been cleaned, but I did make them dirty because I was lazy to move them from there, if that makes sense. It's been a few months since I did wipe off the dust from the top of the wardrobe, so it's quite dusty.
But I kept my calm, yeah, I kept my cool, 'cause that's what freaks would do.
When I am deep cleaning, I always end up with a big new list, as they say, clear home, clear mind, and the tiny creativity what I have somewhere deep inside me kicks in, and I am just, oh, I should rearrange this, or I should try to change this to that, or I wanna get rid of this and that, and I am sure you know how it works.
Then I smashed your car with the best guitar while singing I love.
I am not quite sure if I will decorate for fall in here. I never did, so as for now I will leave the same decoration, then we will see.
You. I'm sorry, but my brain just seemed to fry.
It's nice to give a wipe not just the top of the furniture but the sides as well, because those get touched as well. I am sorry guys, I know you are getting tired, but hang in there because we can do this. Just think about how amazing we'll be tonight to come in this clean scented room like paradise, and I am sure you will be so tired by the end of the day that you will sleep like a baby, how they say. The last few bits what needs to be dusted and we are good to clean the floors. And I did put the lamp in the wrong place, but don't worry, soon I will realize it. I hate that this corner is full of unused cable and books and it looks so, I don't know, messy. But later on when my husband came home, I did ask him if he can remove any of those, and he was able to get one of the boxes off and the corner now looks much better. I am telling this now because I am not sure if there will be any other moment to see the before so clearly. There were a few paw prints that I had to wipe off, but I forgot when I was cleaning the radiator. I was in such an ecstasy that how clean the radiator turned out. And we are getting closer to finish this room, at least to finish cleaning it. Now because we have laminate, I am just trying to vacuum as much corners and hidden areas as I can to get rid of the dust. But if you have a carpet, don't forget to make sure to next to this do the same vacuuming routine what I told you earlier with the rug. Since this is a deep clean, I am also making sure to sanitize the room as well. So for to do this with the floor, I got my steaming mop out to get rid of those pesky germs or even any insects hidden between the joint lines. Also, as you have seen it, before I started to mop the floor, I used an antibacterial surface cleaner to spray it on the floor because it's not recommended to add anything to the water in your steamer, but I also wanted to have some more nice scents, and what's better than having a solution which is disinfecting and smells nice, and then as a double disinfection you steam mop the floor as well.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance when it comes.
I haven't mentioned it, but I was cleaning the floor in sections, and to be honest, I cannot remember why it made sense to me to clean it in sections. But I think it was because I wanted to move the nightstands in the middle of the room and mop the area underneath so it can dry and then put them back so I can clean the next area. But for some reason I didn't move them in the end, and I don't know what happened, but ideally it should happen like that.
She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough for you. I wish you could be happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie. LA made you crazy.
I really did take my time with the floor cleaning just to make sure I clean up all the dirt or dust, because it's different when you are hoovering a half-empty room and you can really get to the corners and hoover around the bigger furnitures than hoovering a room full of stuffs.
Crazy, yeah. You don't care what's real no more. No, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can afford. This is goodbye, bye. LA made you crazy, yeah. I see your stories and I can't believe all the people you meet. Think you belong with everybody.
before I would forget, let's clean the door, and with that we got all the cleaning tasks done, and it's time to put the room together, bringing back the removed or clean stuffs.
When it comes to her, no, she's gonna eat you up whole and spit you out, and then you'll be free. Every piece. I wish you could be happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie. LA made you crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more. No, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can afford.
First thing what I bring back are the curtains, because I did wash them too early and they already started to dry and get wrinkly, but I hope after I hang them they will start straightening out as they usually do.
This is goodbye, bye. LA made you crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more. No, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can afford. Don't I make you feel something? Or maybe you can't feel anything. She's not gonna give you everything. I wish you could be happy.
Everything is getting back to its place and it's already feeling so great.
Happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie. LA made you crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more. No, you don't want me anymore. You only want.
The other day we went to IKEA to get some inspiration and I forgot to pick up one of those pink flower pots on the other side, but I will take it as a sign to stick to my plan. I want to find a nice pot or bowl big enough to plant multiple orchids in it. I think that would look more beautiful and neat, but I just don't know where to look for one which isn't that pricey.
What you can afford.
I will only put a clean bedsheet on and leave it like that for now, just until I can decide if I want to decorate in here or not.
This is goodbye.
Here you can see that my husband did remove one of those boxes and it looks much better now because it's less cables, but of course we still have to repair the wall.
Bye. LA made you crazy.
The rug is back, it's dry and smells nice and fresh, then I am putting the canopy back as well. It will be quite hard to transform this little corner into a toddler corner, but I hope we don't have to wait too long for the verdict if we can have a loft conversion or not.
Say what you wanna say to me. I don't need your sympathy. I just need to let you go. Heartache, 'cause what doesn't bend will break. What is keeping me awake is the fact that you moved on. So when I see you there with what's your name and the memories come back to me, I just turn my back.
I am also preparing her bed for the night because it's already time to sleep, but here is how the room turned out and I wish you could feel this freshness too, but if you have been cleaning with me then I am sure you can feel it as well.
I can put them all away, 'cause that would be great. I'll move on, I'll be just fine.
Now we are off to the next room, which in my case is our son's room, and we will kind of do the same basic routine, like tidying up, stripping the bed, collecting all the stuff what needs a wash, cleaning the window, dusting, cleaning the floor, and then put the room back together.
I'll let go. Still my broken heart is beating, so tonight I will believe it. And I got this crazy feeling that someday I'll be okay. Wait, no, please don't go away. It's what you said to me.
I am just collecting his dry clothes in the basket because we need to go through them and declutter those which are too small, but only after I finished my main task, which is cleaning his room.
That without me you'll be lost. But hey, I remember yesterday and the promises you made, then the fact that we broke up. So I'm standing there with what's his name and the memories come back.
stripping off his bed, and I will also wash his mattress cover just to freshen it up, and it's also more hygienic. I like to clean his room because he doesn't need a nap and he's actually in school, so I have an easier time to clean his room because I'm not so tight to the time. I am just using his bedding to cover the sponge, otherwise our cat would start to scratch it and ruin it. So I did clean his window from inside and outside as well, but when I was transferring the file, something went wrong, so I don't have the full footage of it, but I done the same as in our room.
What you wanna say to me? I just want you to leave so I can get you off my mind. We just weren't meant to be. I'm glad you set me free, and now I'm leaving you behind. 'Cause I'll be okay, 'cause I will be great. I'll move on, I'll be just fine, I'll be just fine. I will let go, to my broken.
I did clean and polish the windowsill again before cleaning the radiator, but this radiator wasn't as bad as ours, but I am sure they never been cleaned, or it's been at least a few years ago when somebody cleaned it. But I just cannot tell you enough times that it's such a great feeling that I finally got it done, and I am one step closer to a really clean home, and I was waiting for so long to be able and to have the time to get the house properly cleaned.
Heart is beating.
What also made me procrastinating the radiator clean is that in our previous home we didn't have radiators, only those electric heaters, so I didn't have it in my routine, and once you are not used to something, it doesn't come naturally to do it, and it definitely takes time until you get it in your routine, but only the first few times is hard. After that you will get it, and then that would be strange if you leave that task out.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down, I can't believe.
I just forgot to take off the covers from the pillows underneath the bed, so I will quickly do that so I can wash them as well once the mattress cover been washed.
My love right now, red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun, fool around with someone, don't you wanna have fun, never mind my dumb heart, it needs.
Now that everything is washing, the window and the radiator are clean, it's time to start dusting, following the same from top to bottom routine. Then, because here there isn't higher points what needs to be dusted, I can dust the lower level, and as you can see I am really trying to catch as much dust as I can by using the vacuum to suck most of the dust off from toys or furnitures.
A little kickstart, 'cause don't you wanna have fun, don't you wanna have some fun, don't you wanna have some fun. Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent is busy, gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said.
And here comes the other side of the room, starting with the top of this bookcase.
Don't you wanna have fun, fool around with someone?
While I was dusting, I was also trying to figure out how could I get the best out of this bookcase, like storage-wise. And also, as I keep mentioning, I really want to upgrade his room as well, and he really wants a black room with sport card pictures. So I was trying to come up with some ideas how could I implement some black touches. He also has some trophy what I would like to display for him to encourage him. At least I think that would be encouraging, because he can see it every time and remember of the feeling that how proud he was and how his family was praising him.
Don't you wanna have some fun? Just let it go away. Can't take another day. Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so giving something worse to pass the time.
The other thing what wasn't planned at all is that I will reorganize the lower part of this bookcase, but I couldn't resist making it a bit more neat by reducing the number of the storage boxes, and especially because they are really looking used out.
You wanna have fun, fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Because it wasn't planned, I don't have any boxes to replace this one, so I just have to stick with them, but for me it looks way better than before. He had his birthday before we went back home, and he got lots of Legos which he didn't have the time to open it and build it. So this is why they aren't organized yet, and I won't open them and organize them now either, because those are his gifts, but I am sure that he will soon start building them, and after that I will organize them in plastic zip folders.
Don't you wanna have some fun?
I was also tempted to take his old pictures off because I feel like he's too big for them, but then I was like, now that isn't as important as to get the cleaning done, and anyway, I can do that later.
You never spoke a single word of love, but I know this. I wanna give you my all night long. All night long.
Because earlier I only vacuumed the dust off from the top of the organizer, now I had to pop back and give it a quick wipe as well.
I don't know
And we already got to the floor cleaning part.
the softness of your kiss, but I imagine in every dream I dream all night long. All night long.
Here I also was taking my time with the floor clean just to make sure that it's nice and clean and disinfected, especially because they started to use the room for playing more often. So there were tiny Play-Doh crumbs and rice from their sensory box.
All I wanna do is have some fun. I'm just waiting for you to take me out. All I wanna do is have some fun. I'm just waiting. All I wanna do is to have some fun. All I wanna do, want to take me out. All I wanna do is to have some fun. All I wanna do, want to take me out. You never spoke a single word of love, but I know this. I wanna
To clean and disinfect the floor, I will use the same antibacterial surface cleaner and steam mop combo as I did in our room.
give you my all night long. All night long. I don't know the softness of your kiss, but I imagine in every dream I dream all night long.
And one more room is nice and clean and smells amazing, so now it's time to move the styles back to their place.
All night
There are paw prints under every window. So his curtain isn't washable either, but because this one is made out of only fabric, I thought I will still try to wash it on a low temperature and on a quick wash program, and I cannot see any shrinking or damage so far, so it looks like it was worth a try. I love that orchid so much, it's so beautiful. And before I would forget, I will wipe the doors as well because there are fingerprints everywhere.
Tick-tock, time's up, better make a move.
As I mentioned, the creativity is kicking in, so I couldn't resist to rearrange this side of the room either. So I did change up the table with the play kitchen to create a bigger walking space, and once I will change the table set, there will be even bigger area.
Don't think twice now, you got things to prove. I'm not playing, I'm not hard to get.
And now comes the finishing touches, putting back the dried mattress cover, then adding a fresh clean bedding.
Cause when I saw you, there was nothing else. You got dreams and I got dreams, so let us open up about it. Maybe we will fit right in. You got dreams and I got dreams, so let's start making plans around them. Maybe we can dive right in. Oh, don't let me down, I've been killing love songs, honey. Don't fool around, you know I've been waiting, honey. Let's fall deep down in love.
So to make a bit of surprise for him, I put his dark blue bedding on, and it just came to my mind that we have dark blue pillow covers as well, what I could use in his room, because next to the black, the secondary color what he wants is the dark blue.
Let's fall deep down in love. Let's fall deep down in love.
I hope you enjoyed this extreme fold deep clean, guys, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, the next video will be the second part in which we will clean the living room and the kitchen. I would love to post it on the next Tuesday, but I think it's better to stay at the Friday upload because that video looks like it will be even longer than this one, so it will take a much longer time to edit it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in the next part. Bye, guys!
Tick-tock, time's up.